Hello everyone. Previously we discussed about rate of reaction for a particular reaction. So when reactants are converting into products. Okay. So for rate you have some clarity, I think so. Rate of reaction is equal to Mr. change in concentration by time taken. Okay, so here I want units for rate, units for rate of reaction R. So what is the change in concentration? See, always concentration change in terms of moles per liter. That means what in terms of molarity. So 0.5 m converted to 0.2 m like that if they given. So reactants are converting into products from certain concentration to another concentration. So 0.5 converted to 0.2 means the reactant concentration was decreased. But so here change in concentration means units you have to use mole per liter, and time means you can use seconds or else minutes you can use, or else hours, days, years you can use, depends on as I told you speed of reaction. Okay, so units for a particular reaction, rate. Okay, so change in concentration means you can write mole per liter, means mole liter inverse, mole per liter. So mole per liter inverse you can write, and the time taken you can write as suppose seconds, time in seconds taken. So what will be the units of rate? Therefore you can say mole liter inverse as well as second inverse. So this is the rate what you have, R is equals to mole liter inverse second inverse. This is the rate of reaction and units what you have. Got it? So here it's very simple. Rate of reaction means what? Rate of reaction with respect to reactants, we use a negative sign. The negative sign indicates the decrease in concentration, I told you. Okay, but for rate there is no negative, only in terms of positive you have to represent. Got it clear? So this is the units for rate. Rate units, rate of reaction units, mole, liter inverse and second inverse. And now let's see some example for rate and how to calculate rate of reaction. Okay, so what is the rate of reaction? How to represent the rate of reaction? Units for rate of reaction we discussed. So for N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Okay, suppose rate with respect to hydrogen was given. Okay, rate with respect to hydrogen was given as 2 into 10 power minus 3 mole liter inverse and second inverse, and you must calculate rate with respect to ammonia. So with respect to ammonia, what is the rate? This is the question. Okay, so now as I told you previously, these rates at a certain instant only. So at that particular instant, this is the rate with respect to H2. At particular instant, that particular instant, rate with respect to ammonia we have to find. Okay, so what was given? First of all, D concentration of H2 by dt was given. Given this, how much? It is 2 into 10 power minus 3. It was given. Okay. Few people what they do mistake here. Sir, 3 moles means 1 by 3 you told no sir. So 1 by 3 into D concentration of H2 by dt is equals to 2 into 10 power minus 3. This is absolutely wrong. There was given just D concentration of H2 by dt. Rate means with respect to 1 mole. Got it what I am saying? So here, for a reaction, you have to consider later on. So they given only dH2 by dt, meaning how many moles, that is unnecessary for you. Here 5 moles or 6 moles or here 10 moles, whatever. So here first what rate they given means simply without these moles you have to consider, without moles. So dH2 by dt was given, that's it. This is wrong. Okay, so don't take like this. This will be wrong. Okay, so now rate with respect to ammonia asking. So what to do now? So as I told you, at a particular instant, at a particular instant, what I told you in previous class, it is minus 1 by 3 d concentration of H2 by dt, and this is 1 by 2 d concentration of NH3 by dt. That's it. Okay, so here negative is unnecessary for you. Just negative represents for rate, that rate is going on for reactants by decreasing the concentration. Okay, that is indication. I am telling you many times, don't feel bored. Okay, so this was given, d concentration of H2 by dt was given. So d concentration of NH3 by dt asking. So what to do now? Therefore, d concentration of NH3 by dt without moles. These moles you have to consider while calculation. Only this is asking. Okay, here what asking means d concentration of NH3 by dt. Rate with respect to H2 given means only this given. That's it. Okay. But for a reaction they are asking now. So you have to take now, this is 3 by 2 into d concentration of d concentration of H2 by dt. Got it? Because 3 moles converted to 2 moles. In this relation you have to take 3 and 2. But only rate means without these moles. That's it. I repeat. Only rate means without moles. Taking relation means with moles, but by. Divide with those moles. You have to consider. This is a very clear important note, and just go back and listen these words what I said here. Got it? So now it's very clear. It's 3 by 2 into d concentration of H2 by dt. So therefore, what will be the d concentration of NH3 by dt? This will be, so 3 by 2, only this term given, I am telling you, how much? That is 2 into 10 power minus 3, 2 cancel. So d concentration of NH3 by dt is equals to 3 into 10 power minus 3 mole liter inverse and second inverse. Don't worry. This is the example I was given, and I am just going through topics, and I am giving more importance for topics, and I am giving examples, and you are doing assignment. At the same time, in our regular class again we will discuss about these numericals like revision. So first you must understand what is rate, what is the rate of reaction, how we represent rate of reaction with respect to reactants, and for products how we represent. And here one numerical, rate with respect to H2 given, so don't consider. Rate means don't consider number of moles, but when you are taking the relation you must take. Rate with respect to ammonia means only this term asking. Got it? Rate with respect to ammonia means only this term asking. So rate with respect to, here one small thing, here it is rate with respect to NH3 now. So it is 2 by 3, sorry. So 2 by 3 means it will be like nothing, it's a small, this 2 will come here. So 2 by 3 into 2, that means 4 by 3. 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means 1 point. We discussed about some example how to calculate rate of reaction. Few more examples definitely we will discuss while solving numericals, and just practice that kind of numericals. If you have any doubts, ask me. Okay, so here now I'll start the factors affecting rate of reactions. Means which kind of factors favorable to increase the rate of reaction. Means a certain condition is there. That condition how helps to increase the rate of reaction. Those things we have to discuss. Suppose nature of reactants is one of the factor. So reactants, what kind of reactants favor the more reactivity, okay, more speed, okay. So those things we have to discuss. So first one is nature of reactants. Nature of reactants. So what kind of reactants if we consider in a reaction, or what kind of reactants must be present to have more rate of reaction, or which reactants if present the rate of reaction will be low, like that we have to discuss. Generally, see here, if the reactants are ionic, the reaction rate will be more, because ionic reactants if you consider, suppose NaCl plus AgNO3, this converted to AgCl plus NaNO3, this reaction. Or else, if acid base reaction, as I told you, HCl plus NaOH, and you are getting NaCl plus H2. Here fast reaction, this is very fast reaction. So nature of reactants, if ionic, these are what kind of reactants? Ionic reactants. These are what? Acids and bases. This is acid and this is base. So if the reactants are ionic, the reaction takes place with a more rate, means speed will be more if the reactants are ionic. Speed of reactions are too high, so too much. Okay, when acid mixed with base, they are very fast, because neutralization takes place, which is exothermic reactions. Yes, exothermic reaction means if the reaction is exo, because energy will release, heat will release, certainly then what happens? This reaction takes place with more speed. Rate of reaction is very high for these kind of reactions. Sir, if the reaction is endothermic, means heat required, definitely the rate of reaction is low. Got it? So when the rate of reaction will be low, means if the reactions are generally endothermic reactions. Generally what, sir? If the reactants are covalent. If the reactants are covalent. So these two, if you see, the reaction is fast. Means the reaction have a more speed. Rate of reaction is very high, because here ions can just exchange easily. There is no breaking of old bond. There is no formation of new bond. Just exchange of ions takes place. That's why this reaction takes place with more speed. Okay. If the next point, if the reactants are covalent in nature, then rate of reaction is low. If ionic, rate will be very high. Acids and base, rate will be very high because energy released. If the reactants are covalent in nature. If they are non-polar, it's too much difficult. If they are polar, somewhat okay. Sir, why sir? rate here low because old bond have to break and new bond have to form. Suppose if you see esterification, CH3COOH plus C2H5OH ethanol. Here what happens? Here from here H, and here you have H. Here H and here you have OH from here. So H from here, OH from here. This is esterification. OH bond cleavage takes place easily because here CO bond is more covalent. That's why here H and here OH means old bond have to break or not. This bond have to break and this bond have to break. Then new bond have to form between this oxygen and this carbon. Then you will have CH3COOC2H5. See, this oxygen was formed a bond with this carbon. Is a C double bond O on O. Okay, so what happened? Old bond broken, new bond formed. So this is moderate, not very slow. So moderate reaction, as I was given example in previous. So moderate reaction it is. Got it clearly? Okay. So here old bond broken, new bond formed. Like that. Suppose H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl. Here also same. H bond have to break, Cl bond have to break, and HCl have to form. New bond have to form. So it takes some time. Of course, some are very speed, like H2 with F2, because fluorine is highly reactive, so explosive that is. Few are exceptions. Generally, if the covalent molecules are the reactants, then rate will be low. So one we discussed one factor, that is nature of reactants, how influences the rate of reaction. So I repeat, if the reactants are ionic or acidic, certainly rate will be very high. If the reactants are covalent, certainly the rate will be low because old bonds have to break and new bonds have to form. That's it. Thank you. And next factor we have to discuss, that is effect of concentration. Concentration effect. You know this already. Because rate low, without that we cannot understand equilibrium constant. Chemical equilibrium you turn, here effect of concentration you can understand. How to calculate, how to have Kc formula like that. If you see, if you revise, certainly you can understand this effect of concentration. Second one, effect of concentration. This was explained by Guldberg by using law. One law was given, law of conservation of mass. Mass neither be created nor be destroyed, not that. Rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants. This rate law we call it rate law. This rate law was given by Guldberg scientist. That is just normal for us. Just simply remember, rate of reaction R is directly proportional to concentration of reactants. Generally, not generally, every time we have to consider forward reaction. That's it. Okay, so here for a reaction, suppose A plus B gives rise to some C plus D. Who are the reactants? A and B are the reactants. These are the reactants. So reactants only you have to consider. What reactants here? A and B. How many moles you have? 1 mole and 1 mole. So what is rate? Rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. Rate of reaction R is proportional to what I said, product concentration of reactant. product concentration of reactants. It's more clear. Simply R is equals to some constant K into here product concentration of reactant. Product means into, means concentration of A and concentration of B. Definitely this is not a new concept. As I told you, in first year chemical equilibrium we learn the same. Here into you have to take, not sir here plus is there, so I will use plus here. You forgot plus, don't ask me. So concentrations product you have to consider. Here these also very important. Here how many moles are there also very important. 1 mole and 1 mole. Those actually you have to take as powers like this. Here 1 is there, so nothing as no difference. If it is 2, here instead of 1 you have to take 2. Red color you see. If 2 moles are there, here you have to take 2. But because those many moles will influence the rate of reaction certainly. So R is equals to K into concentration of A into concentration of B. So I am telling you what exactly the rate law was given by Wilbur. At a particular instant, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to product concentration of reactants. R is equals to K into concentration of A and concentration of B, air product. So what exactly here? K is a proportionality constant or rate constant, or else it is specific rate, reaction rate otherwise. Specific reaction rate, it is very important, and units per K also very important for us. And what exactly K means? Rate constant or specific reaction rate. So rate of reaction is proportional to product concentration of reactants. So R is equals to K into concentration of A into concentration of B. So I repeat, if the moles are different, AA plus BB gives rise to products. It is not at all new concept, I am telling you one more time. So R is equals to what you can write, K into concentration of A power A and concentration of B power B. R is equals to K into concentration of A power A and concentration of B power B you have. Okay. So here A and B, A plus B combinedly is called order of reaction. And this is exactly is called rate law or rate equation. This equation is called rate equation or rate law expression. Okay, rate law expression. Order of reaction I was given, sum of the powers of the concentration terms in rate law or rate equation is called order of reaction. What is order and what is the way to calculate order of reaction, everything we will discuss later on. Okay. So first of all, what here we discussed, what is rate law? Goldberg was given. Rate of reaction is proportional to product concentration of reactants. For this reaction I was given rate. Okay, rate law, sorry. So what is K? Proportionality constant or rate constant or specific rate of, okay, specific reaction rate. And this is the another one. AA plus BB gives rise to products. For that R is equals to what? K into concentration of A power A and concentration of B power B. Because concentration of A is the reactant concentration. Here A moles. Okay. And exactly A and B we can use or not, we will discuss again. Because order separately we have to use one concept. Okay, that is very important. Sir, exactly here how many moles are there? Those only we have to take means? No, sometimes it will change. That I will tell you later. Please keep that in your mind. Okay? So this need not be small b sometimes. They can be different sometimes. Okay, that also we will discuss. But just now what I was given, here what is the rate law expression I was given? And this, suppose if these are powers are A and B, A plus B is called order of reaction. What exactly order also keep in your mind in our next class. Pakka, definitely we will discuss. And rate equation was expressed. Now let's see some example to represent this same rate law. Okay, certainly you can understand very easy. Got it? So now let's see some more example, like in previous I was given like 2A plus B gives rise to products. For this, what exactly rate? R is equals to K into concentration of A power 2 and it is B. Okay, so here rate law expression we have to take, and that is very important, and more clearly I will tell you one more. Okay, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. N2 is a gas, H2 is a gas, ammonia gas. I am considering only forward reaction. So rate of forward reaction is equals to Kf into concentration of N2 into concentration of H2 over 3 here in this. So what is the rate law is more clearly I will define so that you can understand. Okay, so what exactly rate? At particular instant, okay, rate of reaction is directly proportional to product means into product concentrations of reactants. But what kind of reactants? In gaseous state. Please revise the concept. Kc, concentration equilibrium constant, we discussed in chemical equilibrium. Please note that. And I was given 3 cases. Okay, so that is very important. So what exactly rate law? Once concentrate here, everybody. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to product concentration of reactants, but those reactants must be in gaseous state. If the reactants are solids, then solid concentrations must consider as unity. Yes, I hope you remember. If I am not wrong, solid concentrations we won't consider.